Oh, and we're back to the compound. Ice Age TV compound. And is that blinking noise to make you go nutty? We're back. Now I'm really curious to put my windshield together to see if Lance was right or wrong. So I know. Sorry for all the noise, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right? The dogs are here. I'm going to get something to eat. Then I'm going to go out in your shop and kind of wrap it up and see if I'm right or wrong on that windshield. I am back in the shop. Now, I'm really curious. I think Lance is right. I had this bracket downward. I think this bracket needs to be upward. That's where I think I goofed up. So I'm going to mount it, and we're going to find out right now. All right. Well, that's not going to work either. So it's obvious they shipped the wrong parts for this unit. There's no way. Because if you look here, look. See, oh, that's at the end right there. This closed. So how this would never close. So they've messed up. Whoever put the parts order together on this thing has either the wrong bracket or the wrong strut. But even at that, if you look, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Got me. Makes no sense to me. And like Lance was saying, this needs to be compressed in, and when you open it up, then it expands out. So I believe, you know, right now, if this bracket was, if this was down here, then this would probably work. Oh well, it never ends. All right, I give up. I give up. I've tried every different option you can on this thing. These parts are not right. The bracket, it's just got to be, these parts aren't right. So what I'm going to do is take these parts back to Winchester, Timber Honda. They need to order in a whole new windshield kit, and we need to take the parts out and see if they're exactly the same. Nothing works. Even by moving the bracket up, I've actually moved the bracket up, just nothing works. So that's it. The storage thing is another day, another project. I don't feel like screwing with that right now, and we've had a good day. So how about that? Or do I get motivated to do it? I don't know. We'll see. You know what? I think it shouldn't be too hard. So here it is. This makes a lot more sense now. That back area where it looks like I'm just going to unscrew things. So I'm sure it fits right into these little areas here. So my guess would be, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. I would guess it'd be right here. It'd be these 4 spots that would mount. So that would make life easier if that's the case. Let's find out. Yeah, now we're talking. So yep, just gonna unbolt 4 of those screws and bolt it back in, and bam, done. And then that thing just clips right in here. And yeah, it's just, I think we're gonna have, I think it's gonna be a lot easier. Make my day a little bit easier. Boy, just doesn't end. So since all these fittings are in the base, they're all corroded up. Stuff's in them. I'm taking my hammer to pound this Allen into this head without it stripping it out. It's always a project, and I sprayed oil on it and everything. Oh, the dumb and the blind lead the blind. So it's a Torx. My eyes aren't that good because, come to find out, it's a Torx because these heads here are now stripped out. So I was using an Allen head, so but I can go to the right side, so duh, anybody out there working, it's incredible how many of these fittings on this are Allen head, but then it goes to Torx as well, so it just doesn't end. What does the keeper boy say, huh? Yeah, so, alright, making progress now. I'm using the right tools. So I have little like spacers in here that you take and put in the hole to make so the bracket is a little bit more flush with the surface. So you put those all in, and they give you brand new bolts to put in, and I think we'll be on our merry way if we can get back here to this other one, which I can't, but I can. You can't really see me doing it. What am I doing? Right there it is. So now take this, make sure that the front is this where it clips in, because it pivots in. So now take your new bolts, 10mm head, put it down in there, and bing bam done. You're gonna start rocking and rolling just like me. You're gonna learn from me for making mistakes. How about that idea? Okay, you need pliers. You need pliers, put that down on there. Nice, you have really dinky little hands. So if you have pliers, you'll be able to grab that head and sink it in, otherwise you'll be fighting it. There you is. The plate's in. Let me go grab the box out of the truck. And I had a vision of this being on the left side, guess it's being on the right side, because now, sadly, these heads are stripped out. So that's a project. Oh well. And you can get one big box. That's less expensive than two little boxes. It's a $200 difference, because if you get one big box, you need two. If you have one big box, you still need two brackets, but the price of one box is like $400. The other one is $300 some odd dollars. So I'm telling you, it's like $200 difference what we figured out to be. But the one box still gives you availability. Still have an open area to put something else in the back there. And there it is. Finally, it's done. It's done. And it's rock solid in here. I don't like the clip system they give you, though. So outsmart this thing. They give you a little, paper, these little retainers go in the bottom of those, feet. Don't do it. Because you need to put this in and be able to see the hole. You just leave these out. And then once you put this in here, then you pop those in and snap them in, and it's rock solid. So don't worry about those things. They just hold in place, but you can't see where you're lining things up. But pretty cool, man. I like this. And this is definitely a thing where you can throw in your safety kit, water bottles, food, your hatchet, whatever you got going on, your gun. But this also leaves up to open space over here now. Let's just say you want to bring extra fuel can, or whatever type of other gear, whatever you got going on. So I think just a half box works for me. And once again, I can get a second one, but I'm gonna have to drill this out. Then I'm gonna have to get my freaking extractor, my extractor thing, which I have that. It can come out, but don't worry about that today. But that's it, man. Tell you what a project. This has been a lot of work. So anybody that thinks these mechanics, you talk to these mechanics and these accessories, they'll kick their butt. And if you're a mechanic, you ain't making no money. It takes you a long time to put this stuff together. And it's disappointing that the frickin' front windshield doesn't have the bracket right. But it's another day. So that's it, everybody. I'm done. And more adventures on Ice Age TV. And do I buy the brand new 700 Rubicon? I don't know. Debatable. You'll have to stay tuned for that. Always, everybody. God bless. Have a great day. Look for the morning conversations. Well, wow, and wow, and wow. Hey, after you labor over your Honda Talon all weekend long, putting on a super ATV, rear window, front windshield, rear catch bar, or whatever you want to call this thing back here, and your rear box, whatever you want to call it thing, and your side mirrors, your rear view mirror. Yeah, my tongue twisted. Yeah, well, it's time to go test out the new Honda Talon. Jackson, that is. Jackson Racing Turbo, with the new stuff I just put on it, and see how she handles. And if I notice a big difference on the way she drives with the wind not in my face. So let's check it out. But let's first start up the Gold Rush so we can get this thing out of here. And I can go do some Honda Talon.